Good morning, Haruka.
Good morning, teacher.
Let's wait for your friends to come, okay? It's only two of us. Yesterday was holiday, right, Haruka? What did you do?
I was watching movie all day.
Oh, you were watching movie. Right. What movie was it?
I was watching a Chinese drama.
Chinese drama. Oh, do you watch like Korean ones?
No, I don't watch Korean drama.
Your friends are not coming. Good morning, Baikal. Morning. It's only two of you. So next week, okay? Next Thursday, right? You guys will have science exam, okay? So actually I was supposed to start a new chapter, but then I don't think I start a new chapter. So for your exam, only chapter 7, okay? It's only this one chapter that will come for your exam. So make sure you study. So there's gonna be like 20 questions. Okay, it's all going to be multiple choices. Okay, so I will let you guys write down in a plain paper and then you're going to send it within the class hour only. Okay, if you send it after the class hour, I'm not gonna accept it. So make sure you study at home. How about other classes exam? Are you having exam next week as well or after next week? No, after next week? What is that? After next week? Okay. That one is gonna be like all Thai exams, right? Ah, all right. So I won't be starting, moving on with new chapter, okay? So So we will be staying in the same chapter, only chapter 7. I will be explaining everything from the beginning to the end. I'll be asking you guys questions, and we will also play the online quizzes like we did in our last class, right? Remember the online quizzes we played last time? So we're going to play the same one, but this time it's going to be on different topic. Last time was on renewable and non-renewable energy sources, right? But this time is going to be on the layers of the earth. Okay, so there's going to be, I think, 20 questions for the online quizzes. Let's see if we can play all of those 20 questions or not. All right, so let's get started. So I will review chapter 7, Earth. Okay, so if you guys have any question, okay, regarding this chapter, please let me know. Understand? Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. So are you guys attending for the summer program? No? No? Anyone? Kun also no? Paikao also no? All right. Okay. Review chapter 7. Okay, so let's first start with the layers of the earth. Okay. So there are 4 layers of the earth, right? It's inner core, outer core, mantle, and crust are the 4 layers of the earth. Okay. So let's first see the first one. Okay, the outermost layer of the earth is called as, what is it? It's called crust. Okay, the outermost layer, the first one is called as crust, and the crust is made of rocks and minerals. Remember that. Okay, what it is made of, whether it's the thinnest or thickest, remember that, and also the thickness, okay, of each layer. Try to remember that because there will be questions regarding that for your finals. And temperature also, you remember the temperature as well. Okay, so the crust is one of the thinnest layer of the earth. How about the kilometers? There is like in the crust there is continents, right? There is this oceans as well in the outer layer of the earth. So that one, how much kilometer is the continent? How much thick is the continent? Does anyone remember? How much? 35 kilometers continent, right? Very good, Haruka. How about the ocean floors? How many kilometers is it? How many kilometers thick? How much? No. The ocean floor. How about ocean floor? Oh, you're saying like 5, 8, right? Oh, okay. I was again thinking like 35. Okay, so it is 8 kilometers. Okay, so try to remember these things. Okay, the kilometers, its thickness, and its temperature as well. So the continents are about 35 kilometers thick, and the ocean floors are about 8 kilometers thick. Okay, this is for the crust. I have tried to make it short, okay, because we won't be able to finish. So next one, the layer below the crust is called as mantle, right? So the mantle, remember that, okay, is the largest layer, okay, of the earth, or it is the thickest layer of the earth, and it's about 2,900 kilometers thick. Remember that, okay, 2,900 kilometers thick. So here, it makes up about 70%. Since it is the thickest one, right? It makes up about 70% of the Earth mass. Understand, everyone? How about the temperature? What is the temperature in the mantle? How much is it? 50?
500 to 2,000.
5,000 to 500 to 2,000, right? Okay, very good, Haruka. Very good. Looks like Haruka is studying at home. The temperature is between 500 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius, okay? The last one is the core. So core is divided into two layers, okay? One is called as outer core and another one is called as inner core, okay? So in the outer core, in the outer core, it's 2,200 kilometers thick. And the temperature is between 4,000 degrees Celsius to 6,000 degrees Celsius. So in the outer core, they have a molten metal. So the molten metal is a liquidy type of metal, okay? It can be like type of lava, okay? So in the outer core, the metal is kind of liquid, okay? Whereas in the inner core, they have a solid metal, okay? And it's 1,200 kilometers thick. Remember that, okay? The inner core is 1,200 kilometers thick and temperature is 7,000 degrees Celsius, okay? It's above 7,000 degrees Celsius. So here, the temperature is so great, right? It's so huge. So that's why they cannot melt anymore, okay? So here, that's why they will have a solid metal. Understood, everyone? That's why they will have a solid metal here because the temperature is 7,000 degrees Celsius. It's very, very huge, okay? It's a great number. So that's why it cannot melt anymore. All right, so with this, we are done with the layers of the earth. Understand, everyone? Do you guys have any question? No? Yes, no? All right. Anyway, I'll be moving now. Okay, next one is the slow process that changed the surface of the earth. Okay, so some of the earth surface are caused, okay? Some of the changes on the earth's surface are caused by the slow process such as, so what are the three different types of slow process that changes the earth's surface, Poon? What is it, Poon? What are the three different types of slow process that changes the surface of the earth?
Wind. Wind.
Wind? No. Three types of slow process.
Three types.
Yes, three types.
Weathering, erosion, deposition.
All right, very good. Weathering, erosion, and deposition are the three types, okay? So let's first look at weathering. Okay, so what is weathering? Oops. What is weathering? I need to ask someone. Baikal, what is weathering, Baikal? Baikal, teacher cannot hear you.
The breaking down or dissolving of rocks and mineral.
Yes, very good. Okay, very good, Baikal. Weathering is, okay, breaking down of rock into smaller pieces is called as weathering. Understand, everyone? Weather also have three different types. Okay, so we're gonna look at that later on. So erosion, what about erosion, Grace? What is erosion? What is erosion?
Transporting of rocks and soil.
Yes, very good. Transportation of rocks and soil, okay, by glacier, It can be by waves, okay? So this is called as erosion. How about this word deposition? Haruka, deposition. What is deposition?
Deposition is the lying down of sediments.
Yes, lying down of sediments. They in the deposition, right? When the waters are flown, the smaller pieces of rocks, they are carried away, right? By the waves, by the water waves. So this is called as deposition. Very good, Haruka. All right. So we're going to look at weathering first. Weathering is a process where rock is broken down into smaller pieces on the Earth's surface. So there are 3 types of weathering. What are they? One, it's like going in circle. Okay, 3 types of weathering. What are the 3 types of weathering?
Physical,
Hmm?
biological, and chemical.
Very good. Physical, biological, and chemical are the 3 types of weathering. Very good. Very good. All right. Remember that. Okay. 3 types of weathering. Physical, biological, and chemical are the 3 types of weathering. So first one is physical weathering. Okay. So how does physical weathering are formed? What causes the physical weathering? Baikal, what causes the physical weathering?
Change in temperature.
Temperature during the day and night, right? Okay, very good, Baikal. This class is studying, right? All right, I'm happy about it. You guys can answer. So in the physical weathering, it's mainly due to the differences between the temperature during the daytime and nighttime. Okay. During the daytime, what happens? Because of the sun, it expands, right? The rock tends to expand. And during the nighttime, it contracts. It goes back to its normal size when it cools down. So because of it, okay, because of the contraction and expansion, this leads to the breakage of rocks. Understand, everyone? Second one, what is this? It's a biological weathering. So what causes biological weathering? Grace, what causes biological weathering?
Living things such
Living
as
things.
plants.
Yes, living things and okay, so
Plants.
okay, so it's like living things and plants. Okay, very good, Grace. Okay, these 2 contributes, okay, to biological weathering, living things. Animal plants, and we humans are called as living things. Growing plants is also a living things, okay? So these contributes, okay? These contributes in the biological weathering, okay? So here, what happens is when the plants grows, okay, it's stressed, okay, it exerts stress and pressure on the rock, which leads to the breakage of rock. You can see here, right? As the plants are growing, see the trees are growing, right? Because of the roots are growing, the rock has been separated here. And another one can be animal boring, okay? And other one is human. Third one is chemical weathering. So what causes chemical weathering, Haruka?
Chemical reactions.
Chemical reaction, like mainly, what is the main one? Main chemical reaction that reacts with the stone?
Acid rainwater.
Very good, acid rain, okay. So the main one is the acid rain. So this acid rain, okay, it's acidic, right? So when this acid dissolve, okay, it releases carbon dioxide. It dissolves carbon dioxide in it. The rock dissolves carbon dioxide in it. So when the acid rain, reacts with the stone, that's when the rock weathers. Okay, understand everyone? So some of the example can be the limestones. Okay. Third one is erosion. Oh, sorry. The second one is erosion. Understand everyone? So we are done. Physical, biological, and chemical weathering. Now is the erosion. So erosion is the process of transportation of rocks, soil, minerals, or sediments by natural agents such as running water. All right, they can transport the rocks, and it can transport sediments, right? Waves, it can be glaciers and winds, okay, which helps the transportation of the rocks, okay? Another one can also be a landslide as well, okay? Understand everyone? The last one is deposition, okay? Line up of sediments. These sediments can be carried, okay? It can be carried by wind, it can be carried by a water or sea, it can be carried by ice, okay? So this is deposition, understand? So when the waters are flown, right, what happens? It carry along with it, okay? The sediments lying down, it carries along with it. So that's why the sediments are, you can see that in the picture as well, right? So this leads to the transportation, okay? This leads to the lying down of sediments that carries by the winds, okay? Flowing water or the oceans wave. So deposition, in the deposition, okay, it can carry, or it can create many types of landform on the earth. It can be sand dunes, okay? And another one can be a delta at river mouth. Understand everyone? All right, so with this, we are done with the slow process that changes the surface of the earth, okay? Now, this is the last one, okay? So now let's talk about the sources of energy, okay? We use energy to do what? There are many sources of energies, right? So these sources of energy, the sun, wind, right? The fossil fuels, coal, oil, right? These can be divided into two groups, right? So what are these two groups? Okay, let me ask this to Grace. The sun, geothermal energy, the fossil fuels, these can be divided into two types, right? So what are they?
Renewable energy and non-renewable energy.
Okay, very good, Grace. Renewable energy source and non-renewable energy source. Very good, very good. Okay, so these energy can be classified into two types, non-renewable and renewable energy source. So let's first look at non-renewable energy source. Okay, before we do that, let's try to remember. What is non-renewable energy source? Does anyone remember, Haruka? What is non-renewable energy source?
It uses many million years to produce.
Yes, not days, okay? It takes millions of years, okay?
Million years.
Yes, it takes millions and millions of years to form, okay? Non-renewable energy takes millions and millions years to form. Non-renewable energies are also very hard. It's hard to replenish them, okay? The word replenish means to fill them since it takes millions and millions of years. And also, non-renewable energy sources is the main energy source that we human use, okay, to generate electricity. Remember that, okay? Non-renewable energy source is the main energy source that we human use to produce electricity. Understand? So these non-renewable energy, okay, since we are using, and also it's hard to replace them, right? So sooner or later, this non-renewable energy, maybe in 50 years, maybe in 100 years, we will run out of this non-renewable energy source. We won't have non-renewable energy source. So that's why we need to save it as well. Okay, we need to save electricity. Okay, and also non-renewable energy sources, right? It causes pollutions as well. Okay, understand everyone? Second one is non-renewable energy source. Poon, what is renewable energy source? Sorry.
Renewable or non-renewable? Can you say it again, please?
Renewable energy.
Renewable. The sources that can refuel.
Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, Poon. Renewable energy sources are the one that we can refill, okay, over the years. So some of the example, the water, running water, right? Which comes from hydroelectric power station, right? It can be sun, solar power station, right? The wind power station. So these are called as renewable energy source. But the main one that we use, okay, we human use is non-renewable energy source to generate electricity. Okay. All right, very good, both of you. So let's first look at a non-renewable energy source. So non-renewable energy source, okay, are the energy source that will not replenish, okay, that cannot refill quickly, and it can also run out soon. Okay. Most of the non-renewable energy sources are fossil fuel. All right. So what are the three types of fossil fuel, Baikal? What are the three types of fossil fuel? Baikal, not there.
coal,
Coal, very good, Baikal.
petroleum,
Petroleum,
shale.
oil shale, very good, Baikal. Okay, very good. All right. So these are the three types of non-renewable energy source. Okay. So fossil fuel are also hydrocarbonic compounds, okay, formed from the decay of organic matters, okay, the decay of organic matters, which we have learned in our previous classes, right, over 300 million years ago. So these are the types of fossil fuel, okay, coal, petroleum, and oil shale. So right now for the revision, I won't go in detail. Understood, everyone? Just keep it on surface here. Coal, petroleum, and oil shale are the three examples of non-renewable energy source. So let's first look at coal. Okay, the coal that we use, you already know that coal that we use began to form 1 million years ago in the Swampy Forest. So what is Swampy Forest? Grace, what is Swampy Forest?
Forest that have many water and mud.
Yes, water and mud. Very good, Grace. The land or the area that is wet, okay, is called as swampy forest. So here, how does coal are formed? So the plants, okay, when they died, they fell in the swamps and they were covered by water and dirt. Because of the heat and pressure, the coal were formed. Easy, okay? I tried to explain in a very simple word. Okay, because of them, they were piled up, right? The water, dirt, plants, everything was piled up to each other. So when they are piled onto each other, the heat, due to the heat and pressure, okay, the coal formed. Second one is petroleum. Okay, so these are formed from the decay okay, decay of algae and tiny ocean animal known as plankton. Decay of algae. Algae is a type of plants in the ocean, okay? So it's a type of a plant where you can see in the ocean, deep inside the ocean, okay? Another one is the tiny animals. These are called as planktons, okay? This ocean animal known as plankton, these form the petroleum, okay? Understand? Due to the heat and pressure here as well, okay? Due to the heat and pressure, the petroleum was formed here again. The last one, oil shale, okay? So oil shale was formed by the deposition of silt and organic debris on the lake bed and sea bottoms, okay? The silt is a muddy water, okay? It's called as silt. Whereas this word organic debris, what is organic debris? Haruka, do you remember what is organic debris?
Yes, organic. It is an animal.
Yes, animals, yeah. Animals' urines, okay? Their dead body, animals' urine, or animals' skulls, their vomit, right? Their blood. These are called as organic debris, all right? Remember that. Oops. Okay, remember, okay? Oil shale, because of the silt and organic debris on the lake bottom and sea bottom caused the oil shale, formed the oil shale. Now, with this, we are done with non-renewable energy source. So for the renewable energy source, I have picked some of them, so I will be reading out only some of them. Okay, Poon, what are the 7 types of renewable energy source? Read it. Read it from the screen.
The sun, wind, running water, waves, biomass, heat from the earth, hydrogen.
Wow, very fast. Okay. Okay, very good, Poon. The sun, wind, running water, waves, biomass, heat from the earth, and hydrogen are the 7 types of renewable energy source. Okay, so we're gonna look at some of them, not all, okay? Renewable energy sources are the energy sources that we can replace, okay, that can be replaced over the year after being used. Is called as renewable energy source. All right, let's look at the first one. From the sun, we get heat and light energy from the sun, right? So what we can use is what do we call this, by the way? Haruka, what do we call this?
Solar cell.
Very good. This is called a solar cell or solar panel. So here, the solar panels, okay, they are used to convert solar energy to heat energy, and also it can be changed into electrical energy. Okay, so when this gets the light, what happens? It can be converted into electrical energy. Understand? So this is first one, renewable energy source. Second one is from the wind. So what do we call this place? Poon, what do we call this place? Do you know what we call? Okay, it's a wind power station, okay, where you can find so many windmills. Wind power station are also we called wind farm. So here, in order for the wind power station to work, they need to have air. They need to have the air, right? The wind. So when the strong winds are blown, this will cause the blades to move, okay? The blades, okay, of the windmill will start to move because of the strong wind. So when they tends to move, it gives you electricity. Listen. Third one is from the running water. So these, can you see this one? We call this a dam. Okay, so these dams are built across the river to store a huge amount of water. So when the water from the dams are released, okay, there is this turbines, okay, somewhere at the bottom here, there's this turbine. So this Okay, when the waters are released, this will allow the turbine to move faster. Okay, so when these turbines move faster, it will generate electricity. Understand, everyone? Very easy, right? Okay, fourth one is from the wave. So ocean wave, when the wave flows, okay, when the wave flows, what happens? The turbine, we have placed this turbine in the ocean. So this turbine will tend to move because of the ocean waves. So when ocean waves are flown, it will allow the turbine to spin and generate electricity here as well. Fifth is from the biomass. Okay, biomass is the organic material that comes, the manure, right? That comes from the animals, okay? And plants is called as biomass. So how is biomass formed? We can just burn, okay? We can just burn the directly, okay? Those manures, we can directly burn. And it can be changed into biofuels when we burn, okay? And it can be also changed into biogas. Sixth one, we will keep it until here because we are running out of time. We will be playing game as well. Sixth one is the heat from inside the earth. So we also call it geothermal energy, but this station, we call it geothermal power station. Okay, so in the geothermal power station, we need a hot water from deep inside the earth. So when these hot waters are pumped out, okay, from deep inside the earth, it comes along with the steam, which will allow the turbine to spin and generate electricity. Understand, everyone? So with this, we are done, yeah, for this semester. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen because we will play, okay, online quizzes here. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this. So if you do it like last time, okay, just 1, 2, you just show it by your fingers, okay? All right. Oops, not this one. Okay. Let me share the sound. We have 5 minutes. Okay, let's try to finish this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stop to be from the layers of the earth. True or false? Mantle is outside the layer of the earth. True or false? 1, 2. 1. Are you sure? Okay. Yes. What are two metals? Okay, what two metals of the word? Iron and nickel, or is it aluminum and silver? Very easy, right? The mantle is a solid piece of rock. The mantle is a solid piece of rock. Okay, let's see. Okay, the mantle is a thick liquid rock. Take 1. America, take 2. Which one? Let's look at this one. Take 1. Let's see. All right. Power up. Okay, true or false? Earth crust is thick metal rock. True. Okay. The Earth's landforms are found on Earth crust. I think. Okay, I got it. The Earth lands. Okay, the Earth landforms are found on Earth crust. What? Two? Apun said one. Which one? Fast, fast. Fast, fast. True? Let's see. Okay. What layer is fifth one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Outside one. Inner core, mantle, outer core, or crust? Core. Okay. The Earth crust is thicker than the inner layer. One. Okay, let's see. Okay. What layer is B? The third layer. Inner core, outer core. Inner core, outer core, and what is the third? Right, mantle. True or false? The Earth crust is made of rock. This is very easy. Oh, that's into the internet. Huh? That's the internet. Okay, so we will keep it until here because I think internet, because of the internet, it's going slowly. So we have less than 1 minute. So everyone study at home, okay? Because you will be having exam, 20 questions. There will be 20 multiple questions, okay? You're gonna be writing down. This time I will not ask one by one. You will write all the answers, 20 answers by yourself, okay? Make sure you read, you study at home, okay? All right, everyone. So I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Take care. All right.